What's good? Welcome to my channel. My name is Shakayla and this is Manifesting with Karmic Psych Gal. If you're new here, thanks for joining me. I am so glad and so blessed to have you here with me in this space. Now, if you haven't already, go ahead and like this video if you enjoyed it and subscribe to my channel and go ahead and push that notification bell so that you can be notified each and every time that I post. Here on my channel, I talk about manifesting the life that you deserve to have, my journey and process through ascension, and of course, spirituality in general. And if you are part of the spiritual family, big hearts go out to you. Thank you so much for joining me on another video. And I am just truly grateful for you that you consistently watch my videos, and you guys know how I feel about y'all, period. That's why I consider you family. So I am back for our very second video of our weekly channel messages, okay? And today during my meditation, I really had this awakened experience, okay? It was transformative to say the least, but it just was such a good, it was just the feeling, the energies washing all over me. And lately I've really been connecting with my dark feminine, okay? I've really been channeling a lot of darker energies, and it's time for that, because a lot of the times we avoid our dark side, our darker nature, and that's the areas of our life where we're going to find the most healing. So that's the first message that I want to get out, is that, allow yourself to discover your darker nature, your darker thoughts, and do some shadow work for real, because that's where you're going to find the most healing at. I want to start out today's message with some breath work and some sound bowls, just to get us in this present space, and for this to be 222, a moment where you really are allowing yourself to connect with your higher self and your guides, and just no distractions from anything else. So one of my favorite breathwork exercise is what they call smelling the flower and blowing out the candle. So you're literally going to breathe in, and as you inhale deeply, you're going to breathe in through your nostrils and visualize that you are smelling a flower. Whatever is the flower that comes to your mind, that's the one that you want to breathe in. And that's possibly a message within itself, is to go ahead and Google the spiritual meaning of whatever flower right now came into your mind. So go ahead and inhale. And as you exhale, when you release that breath, blow out a candle. Make a wish for whatever it is that you want right now. Go ahead and make that wish and set those intentions for this next week and what you want it to be like. So I'm going to start my sound bowl, and you just want to continue to inhale, smelling the flower and allowing yourself to be present in this moment, and exhale, blowing out the candle and making a divine wish. I am so sorry about that interruption. It was like the maintenance knocking on my neighbor's door, but like they were the police. And I feel like that in itself is a message that is just very urgent for you to take care of yourself right now, for you to do your due diligence on maintaining your peace. okay? Because that was so disruptive. Like, really blew me. Let's start over, and we're going to inhale and smell the flower, and exhale, make a wish. Be here, be now. Allow yourself to enjoy this moment of peace. There is nowhere else that is more important than where you are now. What are you feeling right now? What emotions and thoughts are coming to the surface? How can you support yourself? Ooh. Okay, we're going to start with some affirmations. This is going to really allow us to see what chakra that it is we want to focus on this week, what it is that we really want to guide our healing towards. Oh, not a bunch of stuff coming in, but I'm going to take the one that was on top, okay? This is actually energy that I've been picking up in the last few days. I have been doing mini readings on Instagram, going live every night. I'll be going live tonight. Well, you'll have to catch me another day because I'm going to go live right after I film this video. But this week, the chakra we have is the 5th chakra, which is the throat chakra, okay? Now, the number 5 is all about change and all about pleasure. And just what I was saying about that urgent message that was coming through to have maintenance, to have that self-care, allowing yourself to really be happy and to be at peace with this moment. That's why I felt called to do the sound bowls today, because I knew that collectively we needed a moment of peace, a moment to devote to ourselves, okay? Now, with our throat chakra, sometimes that you can feel blockages, as in it can come to you in some type of throat cold or even swelling of, what are these called? They're like nodes or something. I don't know, but basically it's like when you're having a hard time communicating, even a hard time listening sometimes, or saying what it is that what you need to say, advocating for yourself or for other people. Those are all blockages in the throat chakra. Now, I'm going to read each of these affirmations, and I really want you to allow them to sit with you, to resonate with you, and really be present in this moment, okay? I develop a quiet mind that allows me to tune in and get in touch with my higher self or my spirit. I listen for the guidance that is there waiting for me to hear. I am open to the truth, and I welcome spiritual inspiration from others. I will benefit greatly by practicing meditation and stillness. I ask for inner guidance to assist me in getting more in touch with my spirit. I know that if I ask for guidance, it will be given. I say, okay. So we're going to get right in. I'm going to shuffle here on camera, and I'm using this deck. It is True Heart Intuitive Tarot. And this deck is by Rachel True. If you guys don't know who that is, she was the black girl in The Craft, and she also played on that show Half and Half. And this is so interesting that I'm using this deck today and even talking about Rachel True and the show Half and Half. But in the show, this is like so relatable to my life, so I'm really going to get candid right now. Mona, which is the character that Rachel True plays, she grew up with a single mom, and she grew up really not having a relationship with her dad because her mom and dad divorced when she was young, and her father immediately married somebody else and had a child with the other person. And her father got successful after he divorced from his mom, and she didn't really get to benefit from any of that success. So where we meet Mona in the show is she is an adult. She's working at a record label, literally having her dream life, but she's still trying to get into alignment with her purpose, get herself together, get her money up. And her father gives her assistance by allowing her to come and stay in an apartment building that he owns and he leases to people. Okay, he's a landlord. And then her baby sister, who she hasn't really had a relationship with all this time, also moves into the apartment building thinking that they were going to be able to start a relationship. And her little sister was really hopeful that this was going to be their opportunity to put the past behind them and have a relationship. And of course, Mona herself, she had like a lot of reservations about this because she really did still have a lot of bad feelings from the past, not only towards her father, but towards her little sister, and also her stepmom. And throughout the show, you see them building a relationship and going through trials and tribulations together, and really breaking generational curses in their family, becoming closer sisters, and healing not only each other, but the whole family. And the theme song is so beautiful, and I actually had wanted to mention it in my twin flame video because the song itself to me is like a twin flame message. I really wish I could pull it up right now. You know, YouTube be tripping about copyright and everything, but I'm gonna try and sing it, y'all, and like don't judge me because I'm sensitive as fuck about my voice. But the song is like, through this journey of discovery, finding you and finding me, finding you and finding me. Now that I have someone special who brings out the joy inside of me. And the song continues to go on. You can Google the theme song from Half and Half and you can hear it better than what I could sing it, but it's such a good song. And every time I watch the show, we already got cards coming out. Okay, I already what am I saying right now? I don't know. It's like I'm starting to channel messages, so when I'm channeling, everything else goes away. I lose track of my thoughts all the time, and it's because everything is going away. Okay, Spirit. But what I was saying when I first opened the video about me doing meditation today, and I had this moment where my shadow just completely took over, and I could feel the energies of my guides over me. I could feel them above my head. I could see it surrounding me, and I was in the shower, y'all. I like to meditate in the shower. And first I started out having a bath, and I sat in the bath for maybe about 10 minutes. And then when I take a bath, I always wash up in the shower and then rinse off in the shower, because for my own personal hygiene standards. So when I got up to rinse off, I turned off the lights in the bathroom and I just rinsed off in the shower. And at that time I started to seek clarity and pray and connect with my guides. I was calling upon my guides, asking them to cleanse me, to bring me clarity so that I can provide clear messages to you guys today, asking them what it was that I needed to hear. And immediately the spirit took over, and at first my eyes was closed and I started to have visions. But when I opened my eyes up, the visions continued. It was like right there, like a projector, like a movie. Oh. And it just was truly just beautiful, okay, to connect with my shadow like that. But that song, when I think about it, it's not, that song is not, even though it can be thought of singing it to somebody else, I really, when I hear it, I think about singing it to me, to my higher self, singing it to me. It's like through this journey of discovery, this is like finding you and finding me. I'm finding myself right now where I'm currently at, but I'm also finding my higher self. I'm connected with my higher self. And it's like, now that I found somebody special, it's like when you start to truly realize the value in yourself and how special you are and how amazing that you are and the contribution that you are meant to give to the world, what your purpose is. It's like it brings out the joy in me. You finally feel that joy. And this reading is totally reflecting that. Now, the first thing we got is the energy of this week's reading is the Three of Cups. If you guys don't know anything about the Three of Cups, it is truly a time for celebration, okay? And this is giving emotional fulfillment and just having true acceptance and peace for where you are at, but like celebrating in that, celebrating the small wins, celebrating the little things, celebrating the fact that you overcame something difficult in your life. Even if it's not a big deal to other people, start making things a big deal, because this is a huge tool for manifestation. One, expressing gratitude, but also just basking and enjoying the moment. Sometimes we be so thirsty to get to the next thing, so thirsty to find success in the next thing or something else or do something else, that we really take away from the beauty of each moment and the celebration that we could be having. Like, to me, every day is a celebration because I'm alive, I'm still breathing, I have another opportunity to fulfill my purpose. And to be in, to be in union and connection with all the people that surround me in my life that truly build me up and love on me unconditionally. Like, I'm so grateful for that. And if you can see this card in the Three of Cups, in the background, there are all these couples, right? But here in the forefront, we see these three friends in celebration with each other. And to me, this is giving real heavy Hecate energy. It's giving the mother, the maiden, and the crone. And this is the three versions of yourself. Today is Friday the 21st, and it is Venus Day. If you watched my previous video that I just dropped about what Venus is the planet of beauty and love. And just like what I said about finding the beauty and the love in each moment and everything that is going on in your current life. And when we start to do that, we really go through these 3 stages, which are stages of initiation, okay? And in Hecate, they call it the mother, the maiden, the mother, and the crone, okay? And the maiden is just all about your singleness, finding yourself, finding the value of yourself. And once you become to find the value of yourself, then you can go into the mothering energy, which is all about nurturing yourself and nurturing everything around you and really sowing those seeds, okay? And when we sow those seeds, eventually they grow. And we can picture those seeds growing into a tree, which is full of knowledge. And that is where you develop into the crone stage of something. And that is when you have ultimate wisdom. And ultimate wisdom is not thinking that you have mastered something or that you know everything. Ultimate wisdom is knowing that you know some things, but you actually really don't know nothing at all. That is ultimate wisdom, is having the personal growth to realize that you don't know everything. There's still things to know, and you are open to it. You are open to learning. Okay, you're open to learning things. I just want to look up something real quick. So the first card that we got coming out this week is the Sun, okay? And it really is kicking off this 3 of Cups energy. And the Sun is all about yourself. It's about your ego, but it's really about seeking pleasure in life. And what I said, connecting with your inner child and stuff like that. Like really finding the joy in everything that you do. Like asking yourself, what makes me happy? What brings me fulfillment? And really seeking out those things and doing these things. On this card specifically, there is an eye in the sun, and then there's 3 pyramids, and there's an eye in each of one of those. And what this is really telling me is like really giving me still the mother, maiden, and the crone. And then with this eye up here being your higher self, okay? This is your higher self watching down on you, guiding you, and leading you through this and telling you that happiness is right where you're at. It's where you're choosing to be at right now, okay? Heaven and hell is a state of mind. It's not a physical place that you go when you die, because every moment right now we are living out something, we are doing something, but we are also dying all the time. We're constantly going through transformations and releasing and letting go parts of ourselves and other people. And what I was saying in my last video was, and grieving parts of yourself. So we are constantly being reborn and dying and reborn and dying. And that is literally totally the energy of Hecate. But we do have this little bee here, if you can see that. And the bee is all about, like, when you think of honey and things being sweets and things like that, and people think, oh, bees sting, stay away from bees. And it's like, but they create something that is the most sweetest thing. Honey is like the first sweetener we had at times ago. There was no sugar cane, but honey have been around for hundreds and thousands of years, okay? And the symbolism behind the bee is all about being present in the moments, being productive with the energy that you have, putting energy towards what it is that you wanted to grow, but ultimately just being able to see that the good in where you are right now, okay? Because life is sweet if you make it sweet, you know what I'm saying? And then we got the 10 of Wands here, which is really saying that we are closing up cycles and moving on from something, okay? And there's this huge scarab bee, okay? And scarab bee, I had to like pull this up and see what this was about. And it says, scarab beetle teaches you how to fuel your soul while simultaneously helping you connect with spirits. Delve deeply in the scarab beetle symbolism and meaning to find out how this animal spirit guide can instruct, enlighten, and connect with you. So it's just so much love from your higher self going on here. And in a lot of these cards, in this one, the Ten of Wands and the Temperance, we got this red moon. This is interesting. And the Four of Swords. Okay. If you are a woman, you want to look up when it is that you're having your cycle, if you're having it on the full moon or if you're having on the new moon. If you are in cycle with me, then you probably have been having your cycle on the full moon, which is they consider the red moon. So this is definitely a time for releasing and let go. We just had a full moon a few days ago in the sign of Cancer, and that's all about self-care and nurturing and allowing yourself to be at peace where you are. Everything is all connected at any given time. And then the next card to come out, we have the Temperance, okay? And Temperance is really about practicing patience, really watering the areas of your life that you want to grow, and ultimately having balance, becoming grounded and having balance in both your emotions and your physical life, okay? Whatever it is that you are feeling internally is ultimately going to impact your actions physically. And whatever it is that you are doing to yourself physically is eventually going to affect you emotionally. All of it is like a cycle. And you can see in the Temperance card, they always have like 1 foot in the water and 1 foot out. But then they're always pouring between these 2 cups. And this is you feeding yourself in different levels. From your emotional to your physical, from your mental to your spiritual, from your emotional to your physical, and really trying to find the balance in all those areas, and ultimately just being at peace with and having acceptance for the things that you can't change, and then choosing to take action and move toward the things that you can change, okay? Now, we got the Four of Swords here, and this is all about your mental state affecting your physical life, okay? This is something I always say about manifestation, is that we are constantly manifesting. And that's not to scare you. That's not to say that, oh, whatever I think is going to happen. If I think one bad thought, one negative thought, then all of a sudden something negative is going to happen to me. But the thing is that your thoughts are not always your own. The mind in itself is its own entity, okay? And you can observe your thoughts. You can say, who said that? And like, if you didn't say it, if somebody else didn't tell you that, then it's really not real. It's just a thought. And sometimes that's just what we have to do, is observe them and then release them. But we want to allow ourselves to consciously disconnect from the world and other things, so that we can be able to have discernment for what thoughts are ours and what thoughts are not ours, okay? And having a meditation practice. I've been saying this a lot to many people, and I'm going to keep saying it on my channel. Meditation is not one thing. Meditation is not just palms up Om. It's not just coming to one of my meditation classes. It's doing whatever you need to do to connect to your higher self, to find peace in any given moment. So for some people, that is working out. For some people, that's listening to music. For some people, it's reading a book. And it doesn't always have to be one thing at any time. You want to ask yourself, what do I need? Taking a deep breath, like breathwork, is amazing to me, because being noticeable about your breath, it allows you to be present in any given moment. When you take a deep breath and you release and you say, how am I feeling right now? What do I need right now? And then you can say, you know, I need some exercise. My body's just feeling like I need to move. I need to do something. So I'm going to go take a walk, or I'm going to hit the gym right now. Or if you say, you know, I feel like I need to seek some knowledge. I want to learn something new. So then you pick up a book, or you go to something like a podcast or a YouTube video that's going to be fulfilling and nurturing to your soul. Ask yourself at any given time what it is that you need, how you can support yourself right now, and then go do that thing. And then guess what? You're meditating. So allowing yourself to consciously be in that space, be observant of your thoughts, and say, I'm not claiming that thought. I'm not claiming that thought. That's not who I am today. And this is what I want to do. Setting your intentions and then doing it. Okay. Don't allow your thoughts to be the master of your world. And then the next thing we got coming out is the moon in reverse. I don't always read reversals, but sometimes that I do. Now, on this specific card, there is a Merkaba. If you guys don't know what a Merkaba is, I'm not going to explain that here in this video, but I'm just going to touch on it a little bit. A Merkaba is basically a geometric symbol. It is used in lots of different practices, from witchcraft to alchemy to even mathematical equations, okay? And a Merkaba is really your energy sensor, okay? Is your energetic field. And right now, Spirit is saying that you need to send more energy to your Merkaba, to your energetic field. With the moon in reverse, this is like really being in rejection of our feelings, and not just feelings on the surface, but our most deep inner feelings. During this week, as you are meditating, as you are supporting yourself through what you need, when certain emotions arise, don't just shrug them off to the side. Don't just push them. Allow yourself to be present in that emotion, to feel it, to process it. And if you're not able to process it, just be aware and observing and allowing yourself to feel it. Okay, we really want to have healthier coping mechanisms going into this week. So instead of doing something like when you start to have those feelings arise, it's like going to smoke or have a drink. Do something that is going to be productive to those feelings. And sometimes that looks like doing nothing at all. Rest is productive. Now, the last card that we have coming out is the Two of Swords, okay? And I believe that this card came out last week in one of the piles as well, or it may even been one of the cards that I pulled for one of the mini readings. But what I was mostly saying about this is that, like, swords energy is mental, okay? So that's like your own energy. And in this in this card, they have this sword energy, and there is the day and the night, okay? And they are totally blindfolded, which means that they are going inside for clarity and wisdom. This is all about finding balance between your ego and your shadow side. And you can do that as long as you are grounded, okay? Definitely heavy root chakra work here and throat chakra. With all of this energy and saying, how am I feeling? What do I need? Sometimes you need to be the one that is out here communicating that to other people, okay? Communicating your needs, communicating your boundaries, and really advocating for yourself and creating that space for what it is that you need. Let me see. I'm just going to pull one card from the Osho Zen to close out the reading. The first card we have is success. This is number 6, and remember 2022 is a 6 year, okay? So the first thing is, I'm looking at this picture, is they are in a moment of celebration, just like this 3 of Cups. Going on into this next week, this is really going to be a time for celebration for us, okay? And it's going to be very quick energy, okay, with intensity coming behind it. And honestly, I'm manifesting so much right now, and I just have the largest faith in the universe and in God itself, and I just know that big things are happening for me. And it feels good to see that we are moving into a week of success. Now, the first thing is, when I look at this card, is I see this person on celebration, but they are riding a tiger on top of the world. They are on top of the world. But the thing that really calls out to me in this card is the tiger stripes, okay? If you're from the hood, or even if you've been in the military at all or watched military movies, is when they say you earned your stripes, it means that you did something that was feasible or worthy of praise, okay? That you are worthy to be celebrated. And moving into this energy of success is seeing yourself already as successful for the things that you have done. Knowing that you have already did so many things that are successful is only going to attract more success into your life, okay? And knowing that you don't need the praise or the validation, and that you can validate yourself in saying that I have earned my stripes. My journey alone, going through my journey, I am worthy of the praise and the validation, and I am valuable for just being me, okay? And this is a very intense energy because it's going to require a lot of strength from you to stand up on your own, to say that you don't need validation, and to really have that positive mindset to manifest the life that you truly deserve. I hope that this message was exactly what you needed to hear for the week going forward. And of course, I am always wishing you so much unconditional love and blessings coming into your life. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And of course, you can join me every Monday at fullmoonbeauties.com for meditation class. The class is $6, guys. So definitely join me. And if you're interested in booking a reading with me, you can go to fullmoonbeauties.com. And for the foreseeable future, I will be doing mini readings from my Instagram at Karmic Sight Gal. So follow me and join me, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace out.